Welcome, professional basketball fans, to Salt Lake City. We're inside the Vivint Smart Home Arena. The Utah Jazz will play host tonight to the New Orleans Pelicans. New Orleans winners of 4 of 5. Utah losers of 4 of 5. As you take a look at the Western Conference standings and how important this game is for Utah to maintain that home court advantage in the Western Conference. The LA Clippers really gifted them a win the other night, having
the high performance night in and night out. So as this season winds down for the Jazz, as Anthony Davis finishes strong at the rim.
Joe Ingles skip pass. George Hill losing the ball inside, and back comes Tim Frazier. Skip pass over to Solomon Hill. He shoots it well, Fish. This is a different team.
Elevated his game, obviously known as one of the best shot blockers and defenders, being a defender.
And as good as he is, there's no defense for AD, again, getting by them on that layup. Hood on the pull-up, left side 15-footer. His game this year that has stood out. Another block by Gobert. Drew Holiday relocates, left side driving in, challenges once again. This time uses the body in a beautiful 6 when he scores 13 or more points, so a good sign early here. Gobert inside, and another dunk. Good job by Rodney Hood to find
the court. With, like you said, very little effort to have to get above the rim and finish those plays for dunk.
Back up to Utah Jazz. Gobert setting the drag screen for George Hill, plenty of space, and he gets the pull up. I think his impact on the rest of the roster can't be understated either, Fish. The way that Gordon Hayward has been able to get it to go. Dante Exum into the game for the Jazz. Joe Ingles swing pass. Joe Johnson inside. Great ball movement as Gobert gets another jam. After a timeout, made a few substitutions. Jordan Crawford into the game. Ejuan Moore returns the ball over. And the Jazz come back in transition. George Hill left open left side. That goes. Some of those responsibilities in this second unit. Did it earlier in the year, especially with Hill being out. He's from Arkansas. He's not one of the greatest states. And then you played 28. It's because you played a lot longer than I did. But nice to see Joe still getting it done.
There's a level of physicality to what the Jazz do offensively that mirrors the type of team they are on the defensive end.
Leslie standing by. Obviously, Lisa, you played down in the post and a lot of physical play.
Absolutely. But one of the things I like.
He gets stopped. Magenta on the double. Skip pass to Exum. Hood with plenty of room. He lets that one fly, and that's good.
Pelicans are having to do tonight. We'll see if they can work their way back into it.
Another possession with great ball movement by the Utah Jazz. And Hood tees up another one. Both Rodney Hood and Quinn Snyder to see some of his Jazz players find the hole with their
winning championship caliber plays that make a difference when you're trying to become successful in the postseason. There are a lot of guys shooting the ball that are shooting 20% from 3 anyway.
Great backdoor cut from Exum, but Drew Holiday on the rise gets the block. Transition, AD with that's the in one.
Scores and the power to go through Smalls. He does a good job spinning around him, still using the agility he has as a veteran player that fits their personnel, that allows them to keep pace with the really good offensive teams in this league in particular.
And looking for the clear here on Ejuan Moore. Pointing, looking at directions. Jingles spots up right side. That's good.
Read the zoning up aspects of the Pelicans defense in that possession.
Davis wins that race and tracks it down. Back come the Pelicans. Pull up AD over Gobert. That's in. Holiday at the point with AD, Dante Cunningham, Jordan Crawford, and Solomon Hill. Backdoor cut. Jordan Crawford to the rim.
Strong finish and a great pass from Davis.
Nice when your players listen to your coach. Isn't that nice, Fit?
It is surely good.
Down, kick to Dante Cunningham. Not expecting that pass. Drew back to work. Good job shielding off, and Cunningham hits that 3.
Opportunities to get some open threes that can make the game a little bit easier.
Think about Dante Cunningham. Anthony Davis on the screen, right side, Holiday. AD spinning and rejected by Gobert. Wow. The two big guys going at it. Watch AD on the spin, Fish, and then
Sunday on ABC, the Celtics at Madison Square Garden to see the Knicks, and then these Utah Jazz here facing the Spurs. For more on these games, please go to NBA.com.
Stepping back. His patience letting Drew Holiday clear the spot. Another jumper.
I like all 3 of them.
You can't have all 3 of them, Vic.
No, it's a great question. I think as Hood tries too hard of a contest for Gobert.
AD making mid-range jumpers. They're blocking Gobert, and the free throw line has helped the Pelicans get back into this game. Tim Frazier gets on the board, and Drew Holiday working the high screen again. See all that space created. AD this time going on the attack. No good. Collects his miss and puts it right back in.
Good. Yeah, good job. There will be times where it's necessary for Anthony to be a roller to the rim in certain situations coming off of the screen rolls. But as this game winds down and if it stays close, you know, the advantage could be to the Pelicans tonight with Davis on the floor and pushed everybody the same way. He understood that he had stars and superstars on his roster.
Really happy birthday to you, Coach Sloan. Joe Johnson right side ends up getting a swing pass from George Hill. Go ahead.
Sorry, Bones, and that's where the Pelicans, to me, will need to continue out.
Pressure on the defense, so it's really important for a versatile center.
I think more comfortable playing around Anthony Davis and then putting a good group together. We've seen the Jazz get some separation. That's Neto with a nice drop off.
The only guy better in the NBA on the pick and roll situation in terms of points per possession.
Let's see here if the Pelicans in this last minute with some guys for the Jazz off the floor, score a couple baskets and have this be under 10.
With the left hand, but an aggressive attack, but that led to the break for the Pelicans. Neto in behind the back with the unable to handle. Neto collects again to the corner. Joe Johnson left. Wide open, hits the three. Hill can keep him on the right side. Keep him away from the strong hand. Hood, good hesitation. One more try for Jeff Whitney, and the third time's the charm.
These reps that this Jazz team is going to need in the postseason because Hayward will be the focus. Having another guy closing out to me hard. Let me put it down, get to the rim, see if I can get something easier. Ends up with 2 free throws and 2 points for the Jazz.
Great defense by Anthony Davis, anticipating the outlet pass from Gobert. Turnover by George Hill. Each one more on the attack. And a great job of moving the ball around, getting past Joe Crawford. Crawford right at Neto, pulls up. Great on the inside. Joe Ingles with a quick pull. That's good.
Talking to Quinn Snyder about the commitment that a lot of these guys make to stay in Salt Lake City in the offseason and spend time getting better, that they can react to the situation if they get that communication. That's what every team needs for their
stretch. Joe Ingles. Back come the Jazz. Ingles spotting up. That's good. Having his 15th rebound, so another 30-15 night for the Brown. Crawford's three on the way. That's good. Around that side to get to a strong hand to the left to try to make plays. Exum aggressive to the lane, and he scores.
To the middle, get penetration to get to the front of the basket. And those are the plays you want to take away from a guy who's
gets to his left hand, but AD on the switch. Pump fake, good challenge. Tough shot by Joe Ingles over AD.
Get as high off the floor as he's capable of. Ingles with the big knockdown.
So back to Joe Johnson, working on Cunningham. Through the legs, crossing over. Tough fade, Joe Johnson. To the backcourt. 5 on the shot clock. AD stepping up, challenging Rodney Hood. Why not? He's had that kind of night, Rodney Hood, with a huge three for the Jazz. And you just did. He's been remarkable. Drew Holiday scrambling for a three left side. He drops that one. And that's going to be a wrap as the Utah Jazz collect their 45th win, but a big one in terms of maintaining the home court advantage here in the Western Conference as Quinn Snyder slaps high five. Joe Johnson with big minutes off the bench, 14 points for him. And they survive another monster night from Anthony Davis, giving everything he can for the Pelicans, but come up short here in Utah.